Trinidad and Tobago will always live on. Colonialism for our nation is for everybody. We will follow our leaders.
Remember the day we left for England and the taxi cab was waiting with the luggage loaded and Daddy picking peppers saying they don't have no pepper sauce in England, so he fill a bag. It appears that we share a surname.
Yes, so the lieutenant tells me.
Do you think we might be related? That would be so exciting.
Well, I really don't know. When I heard about it, I began thinking of family stories I heard as a boy. There was one of a rascal who came to the West Indies to make his fortune, but nothing more.
Daddy told us that his father was once a slave who worked half a day on his master's land and half on his own until he bought his freedom.
Who knows? We might be distant cousins.
And cousins make dozens.
Francis Jones is the name, dry and wet goods merchant, an elected councillor for the ward of East Belmont. Pleased to meet you. Here's my card, in case the army have need of my services.
Thank you.
To dearest Marjorie.
Oh God, wrong present! That's my election manifesto. You're just like your mother, you know.
What was she like? I don't remember much, you know. Was she beautiful and cheery and happy?
That's one thing you will notice about Trinidadians, is their ability to enjoy life. Wine, women, and song, we are the world champions of that. But we mustn't get carried away today. We have a reception at the mayor later.
What? No, damn it, not this evening. No, I don't feel up to it. I have a...
But we must go, we're expected.
I didn't say we. You can go. Tell them I have a terrible headache. I promise I'll have one as soon as I come there.
The pleasure I feel with you can only be love. It only happens when people meet and share the same ideals and purpose in life.
You say that now, but who's to say it will last? It hasn't for Helen. You know, you might have to go away and fight. And then what?
Who cares about table manners? A fork is a fork. That's a Cambridge snobbery coming out. It's people that matters. What's inside of them. You don't pretend and put on airs and graces. And I want to ask you to marry me and not Raul Gomez.
No, Richard. You mustn't.
A kiss. A mere kiss. A token of your...
I've never had to think of something like this before, and we must be careful. You don't know this city, and the narrow-minded gossips in a town will have a feast day if they do.
I don't care what those...
Try and curb your feelings, as I do mine. You think you can manage that, Captain?
How was the meeting? Totally outrageous. Men. There was no discussion, no sensible arguments put forward. The mayor proposed to increase in water rates and the council passed it. So now we are paying more for water we don't get because the reservoirs are empty and the pumps are breaking trying to pump air. And oh God, men are so foolish.
I just pop it outside to see the masqueraders. It's just so hot in here and so stuffy. No life.
Now, take this dress. Yes, take this one too. Yes, somebody can use them. Oh, and take these tablecloths too.
But they're our best tablecloths.
We have others. How many tablecloths we're gonna need in life? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. All the old beautiful buildings burning and we worrying about tablecloths. Look, take them all.
On the worst night in the annals of our short and peaceful history. But I blame the new so-called politicians for stirring up the people. It just goes to show we're not ready for self-government, in spite of what the troublemakers say.
Captain Rivers escorted her.
Good.
That's good. Well, that's the British Army for you, huh? Quell a riot and escort your wife safely home. I know he's been escorting her quite a lot lately. It's very hard to hide anything in this city.
You need to call a halt to what is troubling you and causing you such pain. I am not talking about the gambling and drinking and God knows what else. I am talking about bringing shame on the Rivers family, which must stop.
You see, Raul Gomez used his casting vote as chairman to defer my appointment as headmaster indefinitely. I am so ashamed. I told so many people. Everyone expected it. Now I only go out at night like a sneak thief. But from the ashes of disappointment shall rise the phoenix of hope. So fear not. Now if you could just let me those $50, eh?
Big sister, I'm so unhappy. Everything I feared is coming true. It seems as though all the troubles of the world just pass through this house and settle like a bad spirit. And we can't do anything to help or change it. I mean, I'm so confused. I don't know what we do to deserve it. We are always kind and helpful to people less fortunate, and yet receive no blessings.
You don't know what it's like to go to school barefoot up the 30-something stone steps of St. Barb's Hill. To have Miss Ford teach us reading with twisty and twirly. Writing on slate and arithmetic with pebbles. So don't you come telling me you don't know how this country runs?
You don't know what it's like to see a man shattered by a live grenade, with his belly hanging out, looking at you with death in his eyes. I don't want that. Yes, I'm a coward. And if you was a man, you wouldn't have the whole town talking about your wife and laughing at you behind your back.
I instinctively turn around to see who it might be, to be met by smiling faces, men and women, not a trace of shame. So I turn around and thought, well, if someone thinks my buttocks is still worth squeezing, squeeze away. All is not lost. Really quite enjoyable while it lasted.
And all you have to do is make sure you come back in one piece.
How can you be so sure I will?
Because the legend of the Cascadura says so. Remember?
Of course. But I must.
Now go. Go before I.
And when he got up, Lucas pulled his bayonet and stabbed Eddie in the chest.
What? No, monster, no! I knew it. Okay, did they, where is he? I must go.
Lucas stabbed his heart. We couldn't stop it. The heat, Eddie just, he bled to death. By the time the medics arrived, it was too late. They took him to the barracks mortuary. Poured out like Madeira wine.
Think in years to come, as they walk past, people will remember the Rivers family and their sacrifices and their kindnesses, in spite of the troubles and the heartache they went through.
It is a miracle all these different people can dwell so well. You see, we are educated to love and forget hatred. You know it's so. You people who are foreign, I got a message to you when you go in. Spread the word anywhere you pass. Tell the world there's a